Hello and welcome to Knights at the Game Table. In today's episode, we have the Orks versus the Emperor's Children. Who's going to win? Watch the episode and find out. To keep up to date with everything at Knights at the Game Table, all you have to do is click subscribe and then hit that tiny little notification button next to it, so every time we upload a new video, YouTube will be sure to let you know. In today's episode, we're going to deviate from Winner Stays On, as we're going to give you an inside look into the Warhammer Intensive Retreat that we had going on in Austin, Texas. We have two of the attendees going head-to-head in a battle. Emily, with her Orks, going up against Richard Cruz, her boyfriend, with his Emperor's Children. Now, Richard, you may recognize as our Mathhammer expert that writes some of the articles on the Knights at the Game Table blog. But to ensure that his girlfriend wasn't outmatched, we made sure that she was being trained by the one and only world champion of Warhammer 40,000, Nick Nanavati. Now, while you're watching this episode, even though this one came from here at our Warhammer Intensive Retreat, we're still giving you an opportunity to win a start collecting box of your choice. All you have to do is leave a comment down below and share the video, and we will enter you into a monthly draw to win your very own start collecting box. And of course, if you love our dice tray and if you enjoy the episodes and you want to see an extra episode every single week, you want to receive your own Warhammer 40,000 Knights at the Game Table dice tray and a whole bunch of painting tutorials and tactics tutorials from Nick himself, you too can become a member of Knights at the Game Table for just $97 a year. You'll find a link to that in the description below. So while you're leaving a comment, sharing the video and becoming a member, I'll see you in the game.
Hi, my name's Emily, and this is my first game playing 40k Warhammer, and this is Nick helping me to go through the steps of the game. So we have the Storm Boys, we have 2 squads of 10, 1 big mech on a bike, 1 war boss on a war bike, 1 weird boy, 1 run herd, and 30 Gretchen, and 30 boys, and the boss knob, and the Dakajet.
Hey guys, it's Richard Cruz here. Many of you probably recognize me, but for those who don't, I'm the Math Hammer / Tactica Thursday guy from Game Talk for Gamers, which is the official Facebook group for Knights at the Game Table. Today, I'm going to be playing a 50 power level game with my girlfriend, who's actually being tutored by the Nick Nanavati. And I'm bringing a large rock concert in the form of 35 Noise Marines loaded with sonic weapons as they're allowed to take. I've got a unit of 20. With 18 Sonic Blasters and 2 Blastmasters. I'm taking a Demon Prince as my Warlord. He has the Intoxicating Elixir for +1 Strength and +1 Attack. He also has the Unholy Vigor Warlord trait for +1 Wound and a 6-up Feel No Pain. In addition, I have a Sorcerer here. He's got a couple of powers, just a Force Axe and a Bolt Pistol. And then to round it off, I've got another unit of 10 Noise Marines with 2 Blastmasters and 8 Sonic Blasters, and 5 Noise Marines with 4 Sonic Blasters and 1 Blastmasters. So, we're playing Drawn Core today. The players are going to roll off, starting with the winner. They then take it in 2 turns to set up 2 objective markers each, anywhere more than 12 inches from the center of the battlefield, more than 6 inches from any battlefield edge, and more than 18 inches from any other objective markers. At the end of their turn, a player gets 1 point for every objective marker they control. The player with the most points at the end of the 5th battle round is the winner. All right, so we're going to roll to see who goes first, and with the mighty power of metal, 3.
Second, and roll off. I got a 5.
Let's show me a sigil. That is a sigil. I am going first. All right, so movement phase is over. I advance my small unit of 5 over here onto the objective for 2 reasons. 1, I get the objective, I get points, I win the game. 2, it creates a 9-inch bubble, and we'll get to this a little bit more later, that Emily can't use her weird boy to jump on. We've got this nice 9-inch bubble. Moving over to my unit of 10, which I also advanced up, you can see I've made like a hook angle across. And this, looking at our last little 9 inches, leaves this giant, like, no deep strike zone of 9 inches. I kept my 20 unit back where they're safe. My 20 unit's my most effective unit of Noise Marines. I want them safe. By putting these other units here in the way I've moved them and advanced them, it keeps them safe from being jumped on. I move my characters into a slightly better position for psychic powers, and that's pretty much my turn, for movement at least. So I'm going to cast Warp Time off my Demon Prince. I need a 6. 2 and 3 is 5. That does not go off. I'm going to spend a command point going down to 7. Rerolling. For a 3 is 6, just enough. That's going to move this unit of Noise Marines a second time. They're going to advance 1 inch. I'm going to cast Prescience on the same unit 10 to a +1 to hit. 4, that is not 7. I'm going to try to give him a 5-up Feel No Pain. 6, that is 5. All right, a whole bunch of nothing. That concludes the psychic phase. Off to a great start. All right, cool. So shooting phase, we're going to start with my unit of 5 over here. So they advanced, so they're going to get a -1 to hit. 4 Sonic Blasters into Emily's Gretchen, and we're going to put the Blastmaster, which has better range, into one of her 10 Storm Boys. So I hit on 4s because -1. Toughness on Gretchen?
2.
All right, cool. So strength 4, toughness 2, wins on 2s. You're looking at 6 saves, 6 out.
Rolling my 6 saves.
6 plus.
Made 1, so 5 die.
So I'm going to use the varied frequency on our Blastmaster. It does d6 shots. 6 shots, hitting on 4s. Got 4 hits. Strength 4, toughness of a Stormboy's 4.
Yep.
Wounds on 4s. Yeah, so 1 5-up invulnerable save. You're good.
Oh, 5.
All right, we're going to shoot 2 Blastmasters from this unit. Again, varied frequency. Does d6 shots each. We're going to do them together. 3. All right, hitting on 4s. We're rolling 1s because they're by a Demon Prince. Got 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound, and those boys are not within 9 inches. 2d6. Hit shots. 11. That's your Gretchen. These hit on 3s. They didn't advance. Hitting on 3s. We're rolling 1s. We're re-rolling 1s. Okay, 10 hits. Strength 4. Toughness 2. Wounds on 2s. 7. At AP minus 1.
Rolling for 5 ups, please. 4 die. Okay. Rolling a die, and I got 2.
So
1 more rot.
Not a very impressive turn, but it's a turn. I get 2 victory points, 1 for each objective.
We advanced the Grots. I moved the plane to shoot the Noise Marines. I advanced my War Boss, shuffled the Storm Boys slightly to the left. The Orks moved up.
So now you're gonna shoot the plane at the 5 noise. So it's got 18 shots.
Rolling a hit.
Moving for 4s.
It hits.
Strength 6, toughness 4, needs 3s. So you got 5 wounds. Just in case it matters, we're going to do these separately because I might end up in cover. So first 2, 4 up, failed them both. And these are in cover, so 3s. 2 more go down, that's unfortunate. So Noise Marines, when they die, they actually get to make a shooting attack before they're removed from the table. So I'm going to shoot my 3 Sonic Blasters and my Blastmaster at Emily's Rocket Jet. Starting with the Sonic Blasters, hitting on 4s. That's 6 hits. Strength 4, toughness 7, wounds on 5s. Nothing. Single frequency, does D3 shots. Got 1 shot, hits on a 4. Does not hit. And now they all go away. So they lost 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5, is not 8. So the last 1 man stays around. That's helpful. How many objectives does Emily have? 2?
2.
So literally the only thing I actually moved this turn, my movement pace is over. The only thing I actually moved was a single Noise Marine, the one guy who's left. Because the only thing I need him to do right now is score objectives, and I can take these objectives at my leisure. Some of you who have read my articles know I talk about taking my time, or taking your time, I should say. And this is an example of that. I don't actually need to move forward until Emily makes me move forward, so I'm going to stay put. And that concludes my movement, is moving 1 guy. Second phase, we're going to go for Prescience on them. Does not go off on a 5. We're going to try to give them Feel No Pain on a 6. It goes off, but I get box card. D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. I don't need a warp time or anything, so that's my psychic phase, going into shooting. This 1 lone guy, he's going to shoot at your Gretchen, or your Grots, sorry. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Got 3 hits, strength 4, toughness 2, wounds on 2s. Got 2 wounds. So your Gretchen have 2 5-up saves to make.
Oh, okay, so 1 and 5. So 1 passes, 1 failed.
We're going to do the Blastmasters first, single frequency, 2d3 shots. I got 3 and 1 for 4. These hit on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Got 1 hit, strength 8, toughness 7, wounds on a 3. That's a wound. AP minus 2, so 6-up save.
3. Oops.
All right. Does D3 damage for 1. I'm going to do the 24 Sonic Blasters at your Gretchen. We're going to do this in 2 salvos of 12.
Okay.
First salvo. Second salvo, 12. Rerolling 1s. 20. So 20 hits. Wounding on 2, strength 4. Toughness 2.
2.
So 15 5-up saves on your Gretchen.
So 9 guys die.
So we've got 48 shots now going at your Gretchen. We're going to do this over 3 sets of 16.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot my 2 Blastmasters at your plane. First 16. Rerolling 1s. Second salvo. Rerolling 1s, server says. Last salvo. Rerolling a single 1. 28. 2 sets of 14 now. So first set of 14 for your aggression. 12 saves. 24 5-up saves on your Gretchen. That is pretty damn good, though. It's over half on 5-up.
Yeah.
So, Blastmasters does 2d3 shots. 4, again. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. Someday the Blastmasters are going to hit, I believe in them. Strength 8, toughness 7, wounds on a 3. Does not wound. I'm good at this game. That'll conclude my turn. End of the turn, I score 1 and 2 objectives, going to 4 points.
I move the war boss around so he can charge. I move the storm boys up and use the mob rule to combine them. I advance the weird boy to cast smite, and I advance the orcs to hold the objective. And I move my Daka jet to shoot the noise marines.
So now we're gonna cast the smite I was just talking about. So 10 plus 2 is gonna be 12. So 2 things happen. One, it's a big smite, so now it does an additional d6 damage, and also you suffer repairs the warp. So you take d3 mortals. So roll dice for your guy. 2. So you take 2 mortal wounds.
3 5-up, feel no pains. Got 1, so 2 go down. And we'll light up your war boss, I guess. So 6 attacks, 3s. Got 3 hits and rerolling a 1. 4. Strength 4, toughness 6, wounds on 5s. 3 saves.
All good. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
So now you're gonna shoot your Daka jet.
Wounds on 3s. Okay, 5 4-ups. Go 4, that's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
And we'll split it. So 3 at your war boss, since he's actually closest for 2 of them. 3s. Rerolling 1s. 5 hits. 4 saves.
Alright. She's rolling over saves, so she has 5 wounds left.
The other 2, we're going to shoot the plane, I guess.
Of course.
2 4-up saves on the
2
plane.
saves for you. You have the war boss shooting. It's on 5, so 2 hits.
My force?
2 more.
They're fine.
Alright, and he's shooting his custom Scorcher at the close squad. So 1 dice.
Just d6 hits.
6 hits. So roll 6 dice.
Of course.
Please. So 3 saves at -1.
All right, 3 saves -1. Failed 2. I'm actually going to spend a command point right now on vets, and I'm going to throw 2 crack grenades at you. So, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Spend a command point to reroll the 2.
He's getting desperate.
Yes, I am. 2 hits, strength 6, toughness 6. Wounds on 3s. Got 1 wound.
So 1 save, 5 up.
Oh.
Does D3 damage. 2.
We're going to charge the sorcerer.
There's
Yes.
crack grenade distance. This would be mad lucky. No.
And now roll 2 dice.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. Okay.
So 3 hits. So 3 saves at -3.
See me roll a bunch of 6s. That's not a bunch of 6s. He's dead zone. So 9 to 18, 19. I'm going to spend vets right now to win on a 4. 19 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. All right, so strength 4, toughness not 8, wounds on 5s. Plus 1 to wound, wounds on 4s.
So 8 saves.
4-ups.
She failed 6, so he's very dead.
So morale check for the unit of 16 now. They were 20. 4 plus 6 is 10, so 2 run away. Also 4. That's not even close to failing, so that's good.
So we scored 2 more points.
That's the end of my turn.
So my one low noise marine who's still around, he ran over to this side of the table. He's still barely within 3 inches of the objective, but it moves him further away from the rest of Emily's army. This large unit of 14 now is still moving up. We're going to see if we can't get some action out of These guys held still to be more accurate against the Daka jet. DP is in a fine position as he is, so he didn't need to move. We're going to try to smite the plane for 6. You're almost certainly in 24, so. This guy, 1 Sonic Blaster. He flick out some boys, I guess. 3s. 1 hit. Wounds on a 4. Does not wound. All right, Blastmasters does 2 shots. Hits on 4s. 1 hit. Wounds on a 3. Actually wounds. 6 up save. 4 sonic blasters, 12. 4s and 5s. Rolling 1s. Wounds on 5s.
Oh.
Wow. Over here, we spend a command point on vets. This unit. All of these sonic blasters, that leaves 12. So 36. They're going to shoot at your. Thank you, Storm Boys. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Oh, that's a hit. Ouch. Okay, so 2 more. So 3, 6, 8, 10. So 10 hits out of the first. Second. Rerolling 1. 3 is 22. So all these with a couple rerolls. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounds on 4s. Spent a point for vets, so I wound you on 3s. 15 5 up saves. Pass roll 15. No. So 12.
12 died. So put 12 to the Storm Boys.
Blastmasters does 2d3 shots. 4 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4s. Rerolling 1s. No hits. Warp Bolter. 2 shots, hits on 3s, rerolling 1s, 2 hits. Wounds on 5s. I swear to God if this actually does something. 1 wound at -1.
One dice.
Does 2 damage. Whatever. Alright, so end of the turn, you would be correct. I'm going to go down to 1 command point. Assuming 2 command points on Excessive Cacophony to shoot this unit at 14 again. Starting with 2 Blastmasters. Does 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Vets, wounds on 2s. 2 wounds, -2. So 2 6-ups.
Rolling 2 dice. 6-ups, please. Oh, dang.
Does D3 damage each. Does 4. Just gonna, I believe they have 10, 11, 12. All right, so I could get lucky. 36, so 18. Doing this twice, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Grab the 1s. 10 plus. Rolling 1s. 20. Wounds on 4s. Because vets. 14 4-up saves.
So 14 die.
Yep. If your plane lives, you have to paint him blue because he's the luckiest Orc Dokajet to ever live.
Embarrassing. Okay.
Roll a dice and see if it explodes. Because I believe it's 6 inches. No. So, down goes the Dokajet. Okay. And that concludes my shooting. I've got 1 barely and 2 objectives.
I moved the Storm Boys up to charge. I moved the Orc Boys around. I moved my Big Met to hold the objective, and I moved my Weird Boy to cast a jump and hold the objective.
So now roll 2 dice for your second phase.
3 and 3.
That's fine.
I cast the jump on the Orcs and jumped over there, and they're gonna charge those noise mines.
Alright. He's gonna shoot that guy. So roll 4 dice.
He's got 2 Doka guns. It's actually 6.
That's 6.
So 6.
Dice.
Yeah.
5s.
So 2.
All right, you wound me on 3s. Strength 5, toughness 4.
So 2 dice.
Yep, 2 dice, 3 plus. You're looking for wounds. So he's in cover, so 2 up save. I think I'm just gonna let him go. If I can pick him up. So he'll die. He will shoot over here. 3 attacks. 3s, shooting your Storm Boys. 1 hit. Does not wound. Well, I fire Overwatch first. So 12 is 36. I'm just gonna do this batches of 6 to save time. So 6, 2, rerolling a 1. So 2, second batch. 5, this is like the world's best Overwatch right now. 6, rerolling a 1. 4th batch. 7, rerolling a 1. 5th batch. Nothing, and last batch. 7 4-ups. We'll start with those. I forgot to die. 4 saves, and then 2 Blastmasters. Snake Eyes, going to hit. Nothing. 4 saves.
So 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, 1.
So 3 guys die.
2 dice and roll
Yeah.
a 9.
You're looking for a 9.
That's a 9.
So these Noise Marines, of which there's 4 small blasters and 2 blast masters, 12. Nothing. Everyone 1. Nothing. 2 blast masters. 11. 1, 2 hits, and 4 ones. 3 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounds on 4s. 1 wound at -1. So unless you put it on a knob, it kills the Storm Boy.
We're going to do some sneaky piling stuff,
Okay.
which is pretty advanced. So now we're going to attack. So all these guys pile in first. 25 times 4, 100 dice. And then you got a knob afterwards. So pull out all the 1s and 2s.
Got it.
We roll, take all this and roll it again.
Take all of this.
Pick it up and roll it. Just pull out the 1s and 2s again.
I have quite a few, I guess. I've got a couple tricks left.
Oh,
but not
okay,
many.
1s out and 2s.
So force to wound this twice. Do it again. Okay, so 30 saves for you.
Okay, 4.
Then I have my knob with a claw last.
Oh my
All
god.
right, so we'll just do this in sets of 10.
Yep.
4.
Oh my god.
9.
Oh well. I picked this army.
12, which leaves all but 2. So we're going to pick these 2. And everyone else falls over.
What
Yeah,
dice?
because you could just kill all of them, that's true. Probably will.
2 hits, and now roll 2s. I need 2s better.
Oh,
And you 2 6-up saves.
Hey, look, so they're all gone.
Oh,
They're all dead. And 4s on the Storm Boys. 4 saves on your Storm Boys.
4 6-ups.
These guys are all dead and gone. So yeah, you move firmly onto the objective.
3.
So 2 knobs we combine. And forced wound.
1.
1 save.
1 save. I mean, 1 save.
And then you have 2. So the Storm Boy knobs have 4 each?
3 each.
Okay, so roll 6 dice. And you need 4s now.
Ones on 2s.
2 dice.
2 wounds, -3.
I'd rather just fail both at this point. I do fail both, that's good. So 3 die, 3 bolt pistols shooting at the Storm Boys. 1 missed. 2 missed, and rerolling 1s. 2 hits. Wounds on 4s. 2 wounds.
It's 2 6-up saves.
So 2s? Oh, 5,
He's gonna
5, 6,
die.
7.
Regular dude. And the knob takes a wound.
I got it. All right, morale. So bottom of 3, morale. So I lost 3. Don't roll 6.
So 1 more dice.
My turn's over.
So I moved the 2 blast masters, the only thing remaining from this Noise Marine unit, up over towards the objective to control to get the 2 points and be in line and start shooting firepower at his Big Mech. I'm hoping I can kill these guys with a smite, which will allow me to do that. And then over here, the Demon Prince moved over to try to help start clearing this out. He's pretty outnumbered, but he's pretty burly, so we'll see what happens. With that puts me into my second phase. Smite gets a 6.
So roll 2 dice and try to beat a 6.
I really need like a 5 or a 6 here. That's not a 5 or 6. Shooting phase. We're going to shoot the Warp Bolter at the 1 boss knob. 2 hits. Wounds on a 4 if he pops. He's super popped. Over here, shooting 2 Blast Masters. I think you're now the closer target. I really hope you're the closer target. 2 dice. 2d3 shots. 4. Hitting on 4s. And this is now big. 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, 3 5-up saves on your War Boss.
3, 5, 5?
Because custom force field. Get real lucky. This would be a nice break. That is not a nice break.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, that's, yeah. D3 damage, Does 2 damage.
Oh, damn. I'm rolling really hot today.
Yes, you are, and it's really difficult.
Oh, poor baby.
Charges, because that's all I got left. Shoot some pistols at me.
So roll 26 dice.
Roll 26. Rolling 26. 2, 6. Oh.
3 up. He's fine. Charge roll. Cool. So, close combat. 8 attacks, hitting on 2s, 3 on 1s. 8 hits. Popping boys on 2s. 7 boys go down. So doing some math left around the number of turns left and where the objective points are at, or for victory points, there's no way I can catch up to come ahead. So I have to scoop here, because even if I was able to do what I'm trying to do, I'd still fall behind. So there's no way for me to win at this point. So I have to concede. Good game.
Game.
All right, cool. So that wraps up the game. I think Emily, with Nick's help, played really well. A lot of my movement and deploying around was trying to stop from what you guys ended up seeing happening, is having a bunch of boys jump in and kill me. And most of why I think that happened is I wasn't able to kill the Docker Jet in time, on top of the fact that the Docker Jet also got a lot of damage through. Like, Emily rolled pretty hot for the Docker Jet, and that made a big difference in opening holes in my army, which I was trying to not let happen. Other than, I mean, we can talk about like dice and dice luck, and obviously I didn't roll very well. She rolled very well for the most part, but it's better to look at what you could have done better, and I think what I could have done better was maybe been a bit more aggressive on my second turn. And I think the moment that actually like broke the game in two was the 30 or so boys charging into my group of 14 Noise Marines, because that charge is it's slightly better than a coin flip. It's basically a coin flip. And Emily got a heads, and I really needed her to get a tails. If she got a tails, this game would have been over in my favor. Almost no question. But that's how dice games go. Sometimes they just come down to dice.
Hey, we're back at the end of the game. It was a good game.
And we won.
Woo!
That's right.
Beat those guys. And
So,
Nick?
yeah, Richard played really well. He almost had the Noise Marines. It came down to like a critical jump from Emily with a 30-man Orc unit teleported and made their 9-inch charge, and then charged in and killed like 20 Noise Marines. It was pretty epic. But that's what it came down to, so really close game, really well played on both sides. That let us get a lead on the objectives and kind of take it away from there. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did. I had a lot of fun, Nick. Thank you for your help.
of
I
course.
appreciated it. I rolled pretty hot of this game. It was impressive. I never rolled super hot, but this was an awesome game, an awesome experience. Thank you so much for watching.
All right, so there you have it. Richard did have some bad luck with his dice rolls, but it just goes to prove that as long as you've got Nick Nanavati in your corner, then your chance of winning is significantly higher, even to the fact of maybe cursing your opponent's dice rolls. Nick? Well, there you go. Thanks ever so much for watching this epic episode. Like I said, we stepped out of the Winner Stays On just for this week to give you a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look into what happens at the Warhammer Intensive, but next week we'll be back with our continuation of the Winner Stays On. Who's going to be fighting? Watch this and find out.
Next week on Knights at the Game Table, Orks versus Blood Angels.